Hello everyone, and welcome back to my pregnancy vlog. This is my week 9 video. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that we're here already. I'm actually 10 weeks and 1 day today. I tried to get in and film during last week, but there was so much going on, which I'll fill you all in on. So I didn't really get a chance. So I can't believe I'm like 10 weeks. It's craziness. Like, part of me is like, oh my gosh, it's taking forever. And then another part of me is like, holy cow, like we're almost out of the first trimester. So exciting. All right, so this week we had, someone had requested that I put dates in here. So I'm gonna start doing that for you guys. So I've been trying to do like how many weeks I am, so that if you're watching in the future, you can follow along. So I'll keep doing both. But for those of you who are following the journey now, today is, oh my God, it's May 1st. How did I not know what day it is? Today is May 1st, 2020. And like I said, I am officially 10 weeks and 1 day, but this video is all about what happened and like what's going on with week 9 of pregnancy. So one thing that's super exciting is baby is officially a fetus now and no longer an embryo, which is super, super exciting. I don't know why, that just made me so happy when I read that in my app. I'm gonna cover a few things that have a few products that I've been using that have been helping me with different discomforts. I'm also gonna talk about something super sweet that my husband did for me. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it already. Some cravings that I was having. I am also going to talk about, I had my very first midwife appointment. I'm so excited. I'm like so excited to tell you guys about it. This video might be longer. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about symptoms this week. And then I also had a chiropractor appointment this week. I know, it's like craziness. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to talk about all of that. Why don't we start with the midwife appointment? Hi guys, I'm super excited. I am getting ready for my first midwife appointment. I'm so excited. I've been anxiously awaiting this. And so what happened, so I wasn't scheduled to have one for another like 3 weeks or so. And I called, sorry, my head's not even in this. I called, and don't mind my messy oil station there. I called my midwife and I was just like, hi, I don't really know if you can even help me, but like I'm just feeling kind of anxious about everything, and my appointment's not for a couple weeks, and I feel like maybe I should have a sonogram, but maybe I shouldn't, and I don't really know what to do, and I don't even know if you can help me. But I just felt like I needed to call. And she was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, when you first called, we must have been like sorry, I'm picking out some earrings to put on. She's like, we must have like just been starting our transition into the COVID-19 like schedule. And she's like, you should have already been seen by a midwife, via telemedicine, like a teleconference. And she's like, I can set one up for you if you'd like. And I was just so grateful for her, because I mean, I don't actually think anything's like necessarily wrong, but like it just is, I don't know, like if you've been pregnant before, you know, like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Like I'm almost 10 weeks and I haven't seen anyone or had any blood work, had any sonograms. Like I've already told the world, and I haven't had anything really like confirming that I'm even pregnant. So I'm super excited. I wrote up a list of questions that I have for my midwife, because I have had, which I don't think I've even put up the video yet of me talking about my previous pregnancies. I should probably edit that and get that up for you guys. But sorry, my earring drawer is a disaster and I can't find anything in here. So anyway, so with my last pregnancy, I did have a midwife and I did have a home birth. I can explain it in the other video. But it was with a different midwife. And this midwife she was the only midwife in the practice. And so all of my visits were with her. My birth was with her. Like, I don't know, I just really got to trust and know her. Well, now she's retired, unfortunately, because she's amazing. I loved her. I loved everything about that birth. And so now I'm with a new midwife, which I've been seeing for well women visits, but I've never actually like had a baby with. So I'm really excited to ask all the questions like, where do they even do sonograms? How often will I need blood work? How many sonograms will I have? How are things gonna look different with COVID-19? Like, am I gonna have more telehealth conferences or visits than I will like in-person visits? And even though I'm planning on a home birth again, what's that gonna look like? Am I still allowed to have like a doula and things? Or like, I just really have no idea what to expect, especially with this pandemic going on. So I just feel like I have so many questions that I'm like really eager to ask. And I'm really, really excited to even just meet her, because there's 3 midwives in this practice and I've only met one of them. So I'm really excited, and that's like super soon. My husband's on his way home right now, and as soon as he gets home, we're gonna be doing that. So I will hop on either tonight. I'm not sure if I'll be able to be on tonight, but if I can't hop on tonight, I will get on within the next day or two just to share with you guys how the appointment went and, you know, how week 9 is even going, because I've been writing stuff down, but I haven't actually filmed anything from week 9 yet. So I will let you guys know soon. I feel so much better. I feel really relieved that I got my questions answered. So first things first, the due date is officially official. And our due date is November 26th of 2020. So I'm super excited. For those of you who don't know me personally, my birthday is November 19th. So I don't think baby will be here for my birthday, but just the fact that he or she, I almost just said he or she might come around my birthday or even in my birthday month just makes me so happy. Chances are baby will probably come early December, because I went 12 days over with my last son. But you never know, and we'll see. So I am rooting for a little November baby so we can share the same birthday month. Okay, so so the date is set. We also went over things like, you know, like what are the new policies with COVID-19, how are visits gonna look, who will I be seeing? They have 3, and I think she said they're gonna have 1 more by the summer. So there'll be 4 midwives, and it'll be more like a doctor's office in the fact that it's kind of like an on-call basis. So like whoever is there, like I can schedule my appointments with one person if I wanted to, but I would rather try to see all of the midwives, so that way on the day baby decides to come, I'll know them all, and it's just gonna be kind of whoever's on call, which at first I was a little nervous about, but actually I think it'll be good, because I really believe in like divine timing and things happening for a reason and stuff like that. So I feel like whoever is meant to be there at this baby's birth will be there. So I'm just gonna leave it at that and let that like anxiety or whatever go. And I'm super excited. And lastly, the one last thing I'll tell you about my appointment is that we discussed the whole gender thing, and I basically told her, I was like, we don't really want to do a lot of sonograms. Like, we're trusting that everything is fine, and we want to minimize risk because of the pandemic and yada, yada, yada. But I was like, it is very important to us that we find out this gender and that we find out as soon as possible. She laughed and she was like, that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And which made me feel good, because I was like, I don't want to feel judged for like wanting to know the gender so bad. But Dan and I are both just very impatient people. And we've like with our other children, we found out so early with both of them. So she said we could find out at our 18 to 20 week sonogram, which is likely the only sonogram we'll have unless there are complications. She said, or we can do the blood test. And then there's also the option of us like going with a private sonogram through like Baby Bungalow or whatever it's called. So I think, I haven't talked to Dan really fully about this, but I think we're probably going to go with the blood test. A, because it's the only thing that's 100% accurate. And B, they are able to do it right in the office at my next visit. So when I go in for my 12-week visit, they'll draw all my labs and things like that all need to be done still, and be able to do the genetic test, which will tell us the gender right then and there. So it's not, I don't have to go to separate places. So that's probably what we will do. The only thing is that she said it's not always fully covered by insurance, and it could cost up to like $200, I think she said, which isn't bad, but also seems kind of silly to spend $200 just to find out the gender of the baby earlier. But I don't know. I'm going to talk to Dan about it and see what his thoughts are, but that's probably likely what we will go with. So that was pretty much what happened at the midwife appointment. It was really exciting. I feel so much better. Okay, next, why don't we talk about some symptoms? So symptoms that I felt at week 9 were nothing really new. I did notice that my fatigue has been going down or like getting better. Like I feel like I have a little more energy, which is super exciting. And I think I might have talked about it in the last vlog. But I don't feel like I need to nap every day. Like actually, I don't think I napped at all in week 9. I may have went to bed a little early some of those nights, but I don't think I actually napped during the day, which is crazy. I know that sounds like, oh, wow, you didn't nap. But like I was napping at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. That's how tired I was. So that's super exciting that I feel like I'm finally getting some more energy back. The nausea has definitely, still been there. I feel like I have like good days and bad days, and even on good days, the nausea's there, but it's mild and it's tolerable. I feel like on my good days are more how the nausea was with like my previous pregnancies. But I do have bad days where it's like all day, constant, like no matter whether I eat, whatever, like it's bad. And while I'm talking about nausea, I might as well talk about, I shared with you guys in another vlog about that electrolyte drink that I was using, and I definitely have noticed on days that I drink that, I have less nausea. So again, it could be a coincidence, but I am gonna keep doing it because it seems to be working. So there's that. Other things that I have been noticing is I'm still having like hot flashes, which is weird because I'm not normally a hot person. Like I typically always feel cold, and I don't remember being super hot with my other pregnancies. Again, my memory sometimes doesn't serve me very well. But I definitely am like, I get hot flashes where I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like tearing off my clothes. And at night, I have been noticing the last few nights that I wake up in the middle of the night like drenched in sweat, which is absolutely disgusting because I'm not a person who, like even in the summertime, I don't really sweat that much. So it's super weird to me to like wake up and be drenched. Like it's gross. It's really gross. So I'm not liking that, and I'm hoping that that will stop, but I don't think that it's going to as I get bigger. Another thing that I have been noticing is, so my like bloating and discomfort has definitely gone down. I still am like a little uncomfortable, but nothing that's like not tolerable. It's not like how it was in the beginning. It's definitely much more mild. So I'm excited about that. Also, I think I talked about it in one of the other videos, but I'm still getting like really itchy. Like my skin feels very dry. My face is normally like more oily, and like I've been noticing how dry my face is and how dry my skin is. Granted, it is like springtime, so I know in the winter time it is worse. So we're kind of getting out of that. So it might start to get better now that we're getting more moisture in the air and it's getting warmer and things like that. But like my belly is very itchy all the time. Like if I don't have lotion or something on it, it is very itchy and uncomfortable. Which I feel like it's really early for that. But then again, I also feel like I'm starting to show already and I'm only 10 weeks. So hashtag third pregnancy. I also have experienced a few headaches this week. A few were mild, and then yesterday was pretty rough. Like I had a pretty rough day yesterday, but that was in week 10, so I guess I shouldn't really count that for this video. So I had a few mild headaches week 9. Next, I will cover my amazing husband. So I think I explain it in the video, so I won't really go into detail, but I had this craving for something so bad, and my husband was amazing and made it happen. So I took a video of when I got it, and I will insert that here so that you guys can see. Oh my gosh, I have the best husband ever. Best husband ever. I've been literally laying in bed all morning. It's like 10 o'clock, which is terrible. I know, it's really bad. And I've been texting my husband saying I've been seeing cinnamon buns like all over social media, and like all I want right now is a cinnamon bun. And like, ugh. And then we had this bird fiasco. There was a woodpecker that ran into our window and we thought it was dead, but then it was alive. And then I was Marco Poloing my husband, and, don't touch, asking him what I need to do with the bird. And then it flew away, and he was like, oh, by the way, there should be a car pulling in the driveway right now. And it was Panera, and he got me cinnamon buns and bagels. I don't know if you can see those in there. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Best husband ever. So yeah, he's pretty much amazing, and he got major brownie points that day in week 9. Moving on, I also had a chiropractor appointment this week, which was amazing because I know in week 5, I think it was, of my vlog, I talked about how I was really nervous about not getting to go to the chiropractor and how like my back is an issue, and especially with being pregnant, I want to make sure that I'm keeping things aligned and whatnot. And so I finally just got to the point where I think it was like 2 or 3 nights in a row I didn't sleep. So that's another symptom, I guess, like insomnia or like disrupted sleep, but I think it had more to do with me being uncomfortable because my back hurt. So I wouldn't really relate that to pregnancy. Normally I sleep pretty good. So I had like 3 nights that I slept like crap, and I was like, this is it. I don't care. I'm putting on a mask. I'm bringing my thieves, and I'm going to the chiropractor. So I talked to my husband about it, and he was like, do what you gotta do. So I called my chiropractor. She luckily got me in. I went on Wednesday. Okay, this video setup is not ideal, and there's a good chance that it's probably gonna fall over. So I'll try to talk quick. Anyway, I'm in my car. It is the first time I've been in my car alone and gone somewhere out of my house in over a month. Since this whole quarantine started in mid-March, I have gone to the park once with my children, and it was so crowded that I didn't go back. We just play in our backyard. And my husband and I and the kids went to the waterfront once for them to ride bikes. And so this is officially the first time I've gone out and like gone into another building. I'm here at the chiropractor's, and I know in a previous video I had mentioned I normally see the chiropractor at least every other week. So at least once every 2 weeks, sometimes more. For a previous back injury, and I've been holding off. It's been almost 9 weeks since I've been to the chiropractor, and I need an adjustment so desperately, to the point where I was like, I can't wait anymore. I have to go. So here I am. I'm like feeling all kinds of emotions. Like on the way here, I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried. I was like, why am I crying? Like I don't even know. Like it just feels weird. Like, I don't like that I'm, like, scared to go places and scared to leave my house and scared to, like, put my family at risk. I don't like that feeling. And like I just feel, on the other hand, it's like I feel so free. Like I have not had a moment alone and be able to just listen to the music that I want to listen to and for quite some time. But anyway, I am here with my thieves spray and my thieves purifier and my mask, and this is the first time I've had to wear a mask anywhere. Obviously working as a nurse, I've worn masks plenty of times. But I've never, like, this is new. Like, I have to text my chiropractor to let her know I'm here. She has to take my temperature, and I have to wear a mask the whole time. So I have to lay down on the bench with my head in the thing where you already can't breathe, and then be wearing a mask on top of it. Let's just hope I don't pass out. We'll see how this goes. I think what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to put some hand sanitizer on before I go in. Just because if you're not familiar with thieves, you got to look up some thieves stuff. It's awesome, non-toxic. So this is going to get all those essential oils that help us kill all the bad stuff but keep all the good stuff. So I want all the good stuff still on me to help defend my body, my immune system. Then I'm going to spray some of this. I'm going to spray from far away only because I don't want to like put so much in that I'm obnoxiously like choking on it and then I can't wear it. So I'm going to spray it from a good like distance away. I'm not going to do it right here because it'll get all over my car, but just so you guys can see how far away I'm doing it. So it's kind of just like, so I can definitely smell it in there, but I didn't want it to be like overpowering where I was going to like not want to wear it. All right. Wish me luck. It was weird. I'm not gonna lie. It was super weird. Waiting in my car and then texting her, and then I had to come in and go right into the room, and like we were both wearing masks. And I mean, I have a pretty good relationship with my chiropractor. I have been going to her for 7 years, and I go at least once every 2 weeks, sometimes more. So I see her all the time for the last 7 years. So it just was weird that I haven't seen her in like 9 weeks, and we were wearing masks, and it felt kind of weird, but I felt so good afterward. I was so grateful to have been able to go in and get that adjustment. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm feeling so much better. I think that I'm gonna probably have to go again soon, because typically if I go that long, I have to have a couple to like get readjusted. But we'll see. I'm gonna try and stretch it out a little bit just because less exposure makes me feel better, I guess. So that was my chiropractor appointment. And I think the last thing I have on here is two other products that have really been helping me. So I have been noticing, and I've mentioned it briefly in other videos, that I've been having some nasal congestion. Like not even to the point that it's like terrible, but it seems like at night it's a little bit worse, and I don't like being able to not breathe through my nose at night. So some things that I have been doing that have been really helpful and are like natural products that you can use. I'm not a doctor, so if any of this makes you nervous or whatever, you do your research and you talk to your doctor. But these are things that I am using. So the first is Xlear nasal spray, and so this is, mine has mom on it because we all four of us have one, so we all have our names written on them so that they don't go in the wrong nose. But this is a natural nose spray, so it is just, let me see, it's just purified water, xylitol, sodium chloride, and then grapefruit seed extract. And so I've been using this at night, and then my beloved, so if you follow me, you know that I use oils. I'm a Young Living distributor. Don't worry, I'm not gonna try to sell you oils, but if you want oils, I am totally here for you. That's actually my full-time gig, now that I don't do nursing. So this oil is one of my favorites. It's RC, stands for respiratory care. And this oil got me through my last pregnancy because I remember with Andrew, I had a really stuffy nose too, especially like at night. So I'm gonna show you what I do. So I just take my bottle, and I know some people are like, oh, don't touch the bottle, but it's mine and I don't really care. So I just put a little bit on my finger, and then I rub it on the bridge of my nose and then like under my nose. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Like I use this even when I'm not pregnant, but being pregnant, it is so helpful. And I use it at night or sometimes during the day. Ew, I'm pretty sure I just spit. Or sometimes during the day, like if it's really bad. But it is a blend of, in case you're wondering, eucalyptus, myrtle, marjoram, pine, lavender, cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. So if you can imagine all of those combined, it smells really fresh and like similar to like a Vapo Rub or something like that. So those are the two products that have really been helping me with my nasal congestion. And I think that's pretty much it. And I've been talking for a really long time. So I'm gonna leave it at that and just know, like, just recapping week 9, it was pretty good. Symptoms were minimal. I got my first midwife appointment. I got to go to the chiropractor. And I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. And so now I'll show you my belly. I actually put on jeans today. What? I know, craziness. I don't know why I didn't go anywhere, but I actually put on jeans today. So we'll see how well you can see here. But this is, oh, and look at, I'm doing the rubber band trick because I can get them closed, but it's very uncomfortable and I don't want that. So I've been doing the rubber band trick. If you have used the rubber band trick, let me know in the comments. This is a lifesaver. So I've got a shirt on here, so we'll kind of bring this down a little. These are high-rise jeans. Oh, still need to be showing you my undies. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see real well, but here's my little, actually this is 10 week in 1 day, but we're putting it in the 9-week video. See, look at that. Look at that, that belly there. I know some of you might be like, oh, like, girl, that's nothing, but normally I'm much skinnier than this. So to me, this is like, there's definitely a belly there. So that's my little 9/10 week belly, my little nugget. All right. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying these vlogs. If there's anything that you would like me to cover or chat about, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to check me out on social media, or like Instagram or Facebook, I'm on either. I mostly post in Instagram, and I love like posting stories more than like posts. So if you want to follow along over there, it's at Amanda Dewald 1. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next week.